The Oklahoma City Thunder are too good, and that's because they have a wizard on their team. What type of witchcraft is this, man? What type of witchcraft is this? Splits the double. Look at this finish with the left. Oh my goodness. Like, I got to run this back one time, bro. I got to run this back one time. Look at how he finishes. I want you guys to understand how hard this is. Squeezing in between two defenders, Dylan Brooks and Iguodala, from where he's at on the floor. And look at where he finishes with the left hand. Oh, no backboard, no glass, no nothing. Just pure wizardry. There is no way that he made this layup. Like, oh my goodness, I seen this in real time. I could not believe what I saw. And SGA is the best player in the league. There is no argument about that. This Oklahoma City team means business. 3 straight years of 3 straight first-round sweeps. 3 straight years. This team does not play with an agenda. This team does not have personality issues. This team doesn't have any problems. They want to win games and they want to advance. That is what makes a championship team. And that is what Oklahoma City has built. That is the culture. What an amazing thing to see from Oklahoma City. What an amazing thing to experience as a fan. I want to remind you guys, like I do in every other video, I am a Chicago Bulls fan. We are in NBA hell right now. So this is a sight to see from the Oklahoma City Thunder as they sweep the Phoenix Suns. The Suns never had a chance. They beat them 131-122. And, just thinking about the Suns and the Thunder, I want to put it in front of you guys. The first game, they won by 35 points. Oklahoma City won by 35 points. The second game, they won by 13. The third game, they won by 12. The fourth game, they won by 9. Just pure dominance. And I feel like they could have beat them by 30 every single game. They just took their foot off the gas a couple of times. Then Jalen Williams went down with the injury. But this Oklahoma City team is special. Talking about the game last night. When you look at the box score, SGA, more efficient hoops. That is what this guy does. Efficient buckets. They call him a foul baiter. I call him an elite scorer. That is what SGA is. He is an elite scorer of the basketball. Guys, I want to remind you, you don't get to the free throw line unless you know how to score. That is what people don't understand about the game. How can you be a free throw merchant if you don't know how to score the basketball? Guys like Luka Doncic, an elite scorer, he gets to the free throw line. Prime James Harden got to the free throw line because he could score the basketball. He is impossible to guard. Shai Holmgren, 9 of 16, 12 boards, 24 points. That is what the hell I'm talking about. Shai Holmgren has been playing great basketball all season. 2 steals. He didn't even have a block last night, but still affected the paint. Isaiah Hartenstein, 18 points. That is what these guys can go do. Hart isn't even a guy who goes out there and drops 18, but he did it last night. Alex Caruso, he found his shot. Where's his shot been? He finally found it. 4-6 from the three-point line. 14 points, Cason Wallace. Being an all-NBA defender off of the bench. 4-7, 10 points. Jay Will giving solid minutes. Like, the Oklahoma City Thunder are so deep, guys. They don't even have to play all their guys like big minutes. Isaiah Joe got 7 minutes yesterday. Jay Will, 9 minutes. Aaron Wiggins, 11 minutes. Sometimes Aaron Wiggins barely plays. That's how good the team is. Jerry McCain played 1 minute. 1 minute and they dominated the Phoenix Suns. They're so deep that they can put players in certain situations. Like when you need a guy who can come off screens and just shoot the ball. Jerry McCain, you could call his number. When you need a guy who can spot up and shoot, play a little defense, Isaiah Joe, you could just go to him. Someone that doesn't need to come around all those screens like Jerry McCain. Like, you could have different strategies for different types of players on this team. And that's what makes Oklahoma City so dangerous. A.J. Mitchell, another guy that I want to talk about, because when was A.J. Mitchell drafted? Oh, I want to remind everyone. When was he drafted in this draft? The 38th overall pick in the 2024 NBA draft. So you're telling me that this type of talent couldn't have went top 10? In that draft, A.J. Mitchell couldn't go top 10. That's how important the draft is. You finding a gem in the second round when people underperformed in the first round is just so crazy to me. And is it scouting? Is it scouting? Because how does a guy like this fall to the 38th pick in the draft. And how does Oklahoma City keep finding these guys with all this talent? I don't understand it. They are winning games dominantly without their second option. How insane is that? Lou Dort had 1 point yesterday. 1 damn point, 0-2. And they still managed to win this game in a pretty, it wasn't a dominant fashion because the Suns, they did make their runs. They had times where they actually led this game. And Oklahoma City said, you know what, all right, guys, let's just stop playing and let's just go ahead and take over the game. And that's what they did in the fourth quarter. You know, the Suns tried to make a small run, but SGA just took control of the game and the Thunder cruised to a 9-point victory. And it really was a double-digit victory. Bouye hit a last-second shot and it made it 9, but a pretty convincing victory for the Oklahoma City Thunder. It's just such a joy to me to watch the Oklahoma City defense, how physical they are, how they can make you turn over the ball. They didn't turn the ball over as much yesterday, but this Oklahoma defense is just so physical. They cause you to do silly things. An offensive foul right there from Iguodaro. They're handsy. They're physical. Look at how many bodies are surrounding Devin Booker. He turns the ball over right there. Nothing is easy for any team that plays this Oklahoma City Thunder team. Like, nothing is easy. Look at this. Alex Caruso being a pest, getting a steal, getting points off of turnovers. That is the specialty of this Oklahoma City defense. They don't make anything easy. It doesn't matter who you are. It doesn't matter the star power that your team has. This defense is everywhere. Look at Devin Booker. Look at the silly mistakes he's making. It's because of how many bodies he has to see possession by possession. It wears you down. There's no way you're going to maintain the same energy that you have starting the game to finish with this Oklahoma City team. It's just no way possible. You have a rotation with 1 to 10 players that play elite defense. Cason Wallace, an all-NBA defender off the bench. We just seen him get a steal right there. They turn you over. I love the physicality of this team. A lot of other teams complain about how physical they are. But instead of complaining about how physical they are, why don't you match their physicality? Let's see how physical we can get with them. Like, this is elite defense. Look at Cason Wallace. Jalen Green can't go anywhere. Pick and roll, switch on Isaiah Joe, he turns the ball over. Like, everybody on this team can guard. There's no one that you can just attack and go at. Another moving screen right there from elite pick and roll defense. There are not enough good things that I can say about this Oklahoma City defense. Let's rewind this play. Lou Dort is attached to Devin Booker. He can't go anywhere. But Isaiah Hartenstein, the quick hands off the switch, and he gets the turnover. Even the big men are playing defense on this team. Going over the postseason stats for this OKC team, SGA averaged 34 points a game. 33.8. Shooting 55% from the field. He shot 31% from 3. Only attempted 4 a night. Not the best shooting. But he got to the line 12 times in this series a game and shot 90%. That is elite ball. Jalen Williams, the 2 games that he did play in, 20 points per game. 4 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal. Chet Holmgren, 17 points, 8 rebounds, 2 blocks a game, 1 steal, 3 stocks. AJ Mitchell, a guy who was drafted in the second round, 15 points a game. And he didn't shoot the best, 36% from the field, 45% from 3, though, which is very encouraging. Isaiah Hartenstein, 11 points. Alex Caruso, 9 points. Lou Dort only averaged 6 points this series. What did Lou Dort shoot? Lou Dort, 36% from 3, 36% from the field. All he really does is shoot 3, so not the worst from Lou Dort. Average shooting from him. You could get a better series in round 2. Like, these guys have options. The Thunder have options. And, I mean, their role players are just excellent. This bench is deep. They have the deepest bench in the league. It's not going to be easy to beat the Oklahoma City Thunder in a 7-game series at all because they will wear you down. As a team, they almost average 10 steals a night. So you have to include 10 steals with whatever silly turnovers the other team has. They're going to have a lot of turnovers. Let me see how many turnovers the Suns averaged as a team. Let me see. Suns playoff stats. Let's see how many turnovers the Suns averaged as a team. The Suns in this series averaged 15 turnovers as a team. Devin Booker averaged 4 turnovers a night. It only averaged 21 points a game. Dylan Brooks was the leading scorer in the series. They had Jalen Green shooting 38% from the field and 20% from 3. And they weren't hitting Jalen Green with any double teams. They were just hitting him with straight up one-on-one defense. When I go back and I look at game 1 where they won by 35 points, they forced 17 turnovers. This is just the identity. This is who Oklahoma City is. They're the best team in the NBA. It's just that simple. And from how the playoffs are looking right now, Denver, after Nas Reed got hurt yesterday, they have a great chance to win the series down 3-2. The Spurs are going to beat the Blazers. They're going to move on. Denver and the Spurs are going to play each other. The only way I could see OKC getting challenged is if the Spurs win. And I still think that OKC is a better team than the Spurs, but the Spurs have Victor Wembanyama, and he changes everything when it comes to how Oklahoma City wants to score the basketball. So it's going to be very interesting to see these playoffs continue, but this Oklahoma City team is nothing to play with. SGA is the best player in the NBA. If Jalen Williams can get back healthy, that's just more trouble for any team that they have to face. And I personally think that Oklahoma City is still the favorite for the championship. I still like Oklahoma City to win the championship this season, but we will have to see. I just wanted to talk about Oklahoma City and their dominance because they are such a good team led by such a great player. And they have a great supporting cast, and I wanted to highlight that. So shout out to all the Oklahoma City fans out there. Shout out to OKC as a team. Shout out to SGA. Probably going to be a 2-time reigning MVP, making history as a guard in the NBA. And it's just something to be proud of for all the fans of the Oklahoma City Thunder. So if you have any opinions or thoughts about this OKC team, I would love to hear your opinions in the comment section. I would love to talk basketball with you guys. As always, it's your boy 100 Points. God bless you all, and I'm out. Peace.